Hi, I'm Johnson.
I'm Ben.
And we're from the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press here with...
Ben Stokesberry.
Great, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you guys.
So, what's in your mind when you go down those big waterfalls? What are you thinking?
You know, that's a really interesting part about kayaking, is that as opposed to other sports like skiing, mountain biking, where you have this break, once you're in the river and once you're in the flow and going over that lip, there's no turning back. And so a lot of the anticipation, the fear, the excitement occurs before or after. And in the moment, you can really experience something like a moment of purity, a moment of being absolutely and totally involved in the here and now without any sort of thought about the past or the future. You are just focusing on that one stroke, and I think that that's something that sort of addicts us to the waterfall and to that particular moment, and not so much the fear before getting held back by the fear, or even the adrenaline afterwards. It's just that one moment. So.
Do you like ocean kayaking, and how is it different than river kayaking?
Actually, I was just in Fort Bragg, which is just north of San Francisco. Did really my first ocean kayaking, and it's different because the water is really salty. It's really hard on your gear, actually. Yeah. And of course, the ocean has its very unique dangers. There's lots of sharks in Northern California. The rocks can be extremely abrasive with barnacles, but at the same time, it can be so similar to the river. Yeah. You have a current that comes in. Now it's an oscillating current as opposed to one that goes in the same direction just downstream. It's one that comes in with the swell and moves out. But what we were doing is actually being in the rocks and going through caves, and the techniques that we were using are the same techniques that we used on the river. So it was very it was an awesome experience, and I hope to go do it again. Especially since we have no snow in California this year. Might have to go to the ocean to do our kayaking this summer.
Yeah.
So at our school, we make prayer flags, and at Mountain Film here, the prayer flags fly almost everywhere you look. So if you could make a prayer flag, who's the message, or what message would you want to carry out to the world?
I think one that expresses optimism. There's so many different challenges that we face, both on a personal level, just as humans, but also on a level of modernization, of certain ecosystems being going by the wayside because of urbanization, those sorts of things. There's a lot of things that you can get sort of negative about, but I think that there's so many things to be positive about at the same time. And if I could express that, positive attitude, and just let's all stay, keep a good mind about it and keep a positive outlook on life, I think it'll go a long way towards helping out or even solving a lot of the problems that we face today.
Completely agree.
Our school theme this year is the power of story. What's your verse? What do you think your verse would be?
It's
very similar to the last question. It's like your message. I don't know.
What defines you?
What defines me? I don't know. I hope that just to some extent, like stubbornness, but in a good way, and just patience to the extent that it turns into stubbornness, and not willing to give up, but at the same time knowing when it's best to in our case walk around or walk out or just wait for another day. But I think just patience and sort of longevity in this pursuit of adventure, and in our sport of kayaking is I guess would be my verse, my personal mantra.
Yeah. Great, well, thank you so much. That's what we got.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, right on.
We really, really loved your film too.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out.